We can't have nothing nice, can we? We can't have nothing nice, man. And I'm showing y'all this. I'm showing y'all this beautiful meal. I knew it was too good to be true. I knew it was too good to be true. I went out last night with my girl. Love this woman so much. Had me a nice tomahawk steak. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all check in with Fleming's. Fleming's do this dinner for two thing every Tuesday. You get a tomahawk steak, some cream spinach. You get a lot of stuff. I had me a nice Manhattan on the rocks. My watch was nice on my wrist. You know what I'm saying? Nice timepiece. Had the brown hard bottoms. You know what I'm saying? My girl had her nice timepiece on her wrist. Nice earrings in. Looking good. Looking good. I knew it was too good to be true. I knew something had to go wrong because good things like that it always comes at a price. And then we get the news that Devin White is not flying with the team to Brazil. He going to miss week 1, ankle injury. This must be an ankle injury that's been brewing for a while. You know what I mean? It must be some type of mild ankle sprain. I don't know. But he's definitely on the injury report for the Philadelphia Eagles. And he will not be out there in Brazil. I don't care what you say this week 1. You can say whatever you want. Oh, N'Kobe Dean and Trotter Jr. up next. They up. Zach Bond, all of this. Listen, Devin White is the best linebacker in the room. The best linebacker in the room. You know what I'm saying? Week 1, we don't get to see these guys together at one time. The next week is not promised, bruh. It's not promised. I'm hoping we just come out of this game healthy at this point. The field is not going to be like the fields in the U.S. That's a given. But, this is what Vic Fangio was brought here for, man. Vic Fangio got to come out there and put the best player on the field to fill these positions. Because Devin White is a guy that has probably the best sideline-to-sideline speed out of everybody in the linebacker room. N'Kobe Dean ain't no slouch with a sideline-to-sideline speed in his pursuit. But Devin White is a guy that's aggressive, a great blitzing, you know what I'm saying, linebacker that we would have used to scheme up. Somebody got to fill in, bro. Somebody got to fill in. So, it's not the end of the world. It's definitely not the end of the world. The Philadelphia Eagles definitely should still be favored to win this game, in my opinion. But I wanted to just see the defense out there in its totality. You know what I mean? I wanted to see the defense out there in its totality. You know what I mean? I don't want to see week 1 without Devin White, what we thought was our star acquisition at linebacker. I didn't want to see that for week 1 for the Philadelphia Eagles. You know what I mean? So it's up to other guys to pick up the slack, like Gardner Johnson and the safeties. I want them to be as prepared as they can. The cornerbacks, I'm expecting great play out of them. And the defensive line as a whole to go out there and create some holes so these linebackers could get through. You know what I mean? So let's just see how this pan out, man. Let's see how it pan out, man. Listen, man, if you're looking for a sports book, BetUS got you, man. They got you covered. They always going to have you covered, man. You know what I mean? Your first 3 deposits, you're getting $2,000. You getting up to you're getting up to 125% on your first 3 deposits, up to $2,000, 200% crypto deposit. The fastest and best withdrawal process in the game. You set up your account. You know what I'm saying? They hook you up with a personalized account manager to help you make sure everything going smooth. BetUS is definitely the way to go, man. Go out there and place your bets. Play some smart. Week 1 is coming. You could do some anytime touchdowns. You could do some parlays. BetUS definitely got you set up, man. So use my link in the description. Get with BetUS for sure. You will not regret it. I did the show, The Link Up, yesterday with Simone and my guy Tone. You know what I mean? That's our weekly show that we do, man. We talk about, week 1, week matchups that's coming up during the week and things of that nature. I had a little hot take.
They will follow somebody who will run through a wall. They will follow a player like CJ Gardner Johnson. That's the type of guy that you make a captain. You know what I mean? It's not because of you don't think he got the qualities. You got to make Gardner Johnson a captain, whether he like it or not. You got to let him understand the responsibility that he has. Some guys you just got to throw in that position because you see something in them that they might not see in themselves. He might not even have shown captain traits, bro. He might not even want to be a captain. You know what I mean? But some people you just got to make a captain. And he will, the leadership qualities that he naturally got, like pulling guys to the side, getting guys together, that goes up times 10 because he wear that C. He'll wear it proud. I think they should have made that.
You know what I mean? And I really felt as though that CJ Gardner Johnson should have been made a captain due to just his tenacity and his aggressive nature, because guys follow different type of guys. Now, I'm not upset about any of the selections made captain. You know what I mean? Leaders come in different forms. Leaders have different voices. Leaders have different responsibilities. Leaders have different ways of communicating. That's not why I said what I said. I'm thinking more, I'm not saying nobody should be taken off and he should be added. I'm thinking that he should be added. He should be added. You know what I'm saying? Because at some point I feel like the NFL got to recognize players like him. He's not the first of his breed. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, we used to champion them guys. Those guys, it was a badge of honor of having somebody like that on your team. Somebody that intense, somebody that ferocious, somebody that brings that type of energy. You know what I mean? It was a badge of honor to have a guy like that. So, you know what I mean? I put my tweet up about the matter. CJ responds. He says the C don't make him. You know what I'm saying? He gonna go out there and ball regardless. And that's all the energy we can have from that. You know what I mean? That's all the energy we can have from that. You know what I mean? That's all we can ask for. And that's why guys like him deserve to see on their chest. You know what I mean? That's why guys like him deserve to see on their chest. And, you know, at the end of the day, man, the C don't make you. But I know that some guys, you have to thrust into leadership positions because people are going to naturally follow them. You got to thrust some guys into leadership roles, leadership positions. Sometimes you got to tell a guy, like, you might not think you a leader, but you a leader around here. You know what I mean? And I thought that that's something that the Philadelphia Eagles, you know what I mean, should have done to a guy like Gardner Johnson. Now I get the schematics of it. I get the optics of it. You know what I mean? He left last year under disgruntled terms. He back now. Let's see. Let's let him settle into his position. I understand that. You know, and there's been years where Fletch and other guys have gone without being captains. I understand that. You know what I mean? We got some old heads on the roster. Your quarterback always going to be a captain. So I'm not complaining about nobody that's a captain. But this defense need more captains than the offensive side of the ball do. I'll just leave that at that. This defense need to identify with the captains and the leaders, man. Leadership need to be spread around on this defensive side of the ball, because that's the only real major question mark that we really got going into this season is the defensive side of the ball. That's it. We don't have no Malcolm Jenkins. You know what I mean? No guys that the younger guys can lean on. We don't have none of that. We're young on defense, you know what I mean, for the most part, and we're trying to find our way. We're trying to find our voice, trying to find our leaders. And I think that the Philadelphia Eagles got to start putting guys in leadership positions so we can get the best out of them. It just got to be that way. So, you know, with Devin White being out, man, who do I think should get some of Devin White's snaps? I think you should start the game with Nakobe Dean and Zach Bond. Trotter Jr. is definitely going to get some of them reps. And you're going to see some Ben Van Sumeren out there, too. If things start looking crazy for a combination out there, you can see some changes happening immediately. You know what I mean? You can start seeing some safeties creep down in the box to help against the run if that becomes an issue. You know, we saw a little bit of that with Cooper DeJean. You know what I mean? You could see some Jalix Hunt dropping in the coverage. Like, the Philadelphia Eagles have the talent. It's all about how can they schematically put it together. You know what I mean? Losing Devin White don't mean you lose the game plan. You know what I mean? And this is a lot of pressure for Nakobe Dean. This is the right pressure for Nakobe Dean. I would love to see Trotter Jr. thrusted into action week 1 as a rookie out there in Brazil on the road. This what it's about. Nakobe, you want to go out there and make a name for yourself? Right now is that week to do it. This could be a blessing for Nakobe Dean. Nakobe Dean could go out there and take this man's job if he ball out the way he's supposed to ball out. If he ball out the way he's supposed to ball out, Nakobe Dean could go out there and take a job. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, though. So let me get this straight. Now the running theme is the Philadelphia Eagles were planning on trading Devin White. That Devin White wasn't slated for a big role, according to Breer, McClain, a couple of these guys. Well, that's news to me and the rest of the Eagles fans out here. Now, I'm not out here trying to make it seem like I'm the most plugged in or the most tapped in, because I'm not. And obviously, those guys were at training camp. But that's not what was being told to the Philadelphia Eagles fan base. We were thinking that Devin White was somehow, some way slotted or being, talked about as being that guy. We thought Devin White was being talked about as being the best linebacker in the room. You know what I'm saying? The best linebacker in the room. So, I didn't even hear of Devin White being hurt, so it could be some truth to that. So if Devin White was supposed to get traded and they're not sending him to Brazil, maybe they're trying to keep him healthy enough to trade him. But obviously, it was no buyers or no sellers, trying to receive Devin White. Now, if you're trying to trade Devin White, if I'm the Philadelphia Eagles, I put a package together to go try to get back Hassan Reddick, if that was supposed to happen. But at the end of the day, why trade Devin White? He's only on a 1-year deal, and we could use the linebacker depth. So this whole Devin White thing is just all out of whack this morning, man. But anyway, man, let me know what y'all think in the comments, though.